let's go ahead and talk about with some things to. All right. If you're feeling this music, let me know. Today, we're going to talk about driver's education, right? We're going to talk about new technology that is driving education, and particularly driver's education. If you're ready for it, and I am, let's go ahead and get it. I'm going to read to you some of the objectives. We want you to understand where the future of driver's education is going. Gone are the days of an instructor just telling a student, turn here, turn here, turn here. We have new technologies to help the instructor as well as the student stay safe. And that's really important. And I need you to understand this and be super successful. Also, we're going to understand the workings of the new technology that will allow us to save lives and be successful. And we're also going to understand the timeline and the history of new technology. Let's go ahead and get it. We're going to talk about forward collision warning systems. Typically, when we are driving, we have to deal with cars coming in front of us, cars stopping suddenly, cars not really following the rules at hand. We as driver, as well as student driver and teacher, need to work together. These new technologies basically give an alert or early warning system telling us that there is something ahead of us. And this gives us time to react, whether it is to change a lane, whether it is to stop. So this helps us reduce the likelihood of collisions. This is extremely important. Next, let's talk about automatic emergency braking system. In the event of collision, this system potentially allows you to react in a timely fashion. Thereby, the car hits the brakes, and this allows us as student driver and instructor to not hit something. I need you to understand that the automatic emergency braking system doesn't take the place of humans. We have the best computer system, and that's our brain. And I need you to understand that by having a good brain and having the ability to make good decisions, this allows you to be safe, because safety, and my boss used to say this, safety is no accident. This is true. You have to have good safety. You have to make good decisions. Next, let's talk about adaptive cruise control. This allows use of cameras and lasers to measure distance between our car and other cars ahead of us or behind us or beside us. This allows the car to be set in a cruise where it's activated by a human or the student driver. We're on an expressway drive 5, drive 6, drive 7, and then the traffic is not too heavy. So you get the chance to learn how to keep the car straight, visually tracking the car. You learn to get a chance to maneuver the vehicle and safely enjoy that highway experience. Highway experience drive can be very stressful. Cars merging on, you're dealing with cars merging off, and a lot what they would do, they would end. So we want to try to relax, drive opportunity to become comfortable driving the vehicle. Blind spot warnings. This is one of the biggest things we work on in driver's education. We teach our students when they're driving to look over their shoulder. If you're making a lane change to the left, you look over your left shoulder, mirror, turn signal. Blind spot, a lot of beginning drivers, what they would do is overturn the wheel, thereby swerving into the lane. We don't want you to do that. We want you to relax, gradually turn the wheel, and look over your shoulder. Same thing if you're making a lane change to the right. This is my right shoulder, mirror, turn signal, blind spotting, look over your shoulder, and gently turn the wheel. The blind spot warning indicator basically uses technology and it provides you with an additional warning system. The best warning system is up here. That's our brain. That is the best warning system. But this allows you, 75% are satisfied with it. They're still experimenting with it. And as new technology changes, myself as an instructor, yourself as students or adult drivers or teen drivers, you need to be reading about these things, digesting my content, and identifying the elements that can help you become a safe driver. Next, let's talk about lane departure warning signs. Usually, beginning drivers have a very difficult time visually tracking. I'm going to use the steering wheel. And imagine walking straight down the hallway and you look to the right to lockers, you're going to start veering out of your lane. And then I tell my drivers, aim high and look ahead, just like I'm looking ahead now. Aim high and look ahead. You, as a driver, you've got to look ahead, you've got to analyze what's going on, and you have to identify what you see. It's called aim high driving. So, the lane departure system, what it does, if your car drifts out of the lane, you're going to get a visual warning or audio warning to warn you where the steering wheel would shake or the seat would shake. This is an aid to help you, but you need to learn that skill set to become a safer driver and to be successful. So that lane departure warning system is important. You always need to use your turn signal because this gives drivers time to understand, react, and become safe drivers. Let's talk about rear cross traffic warning and rear view cameras. We do reverse, we practice 3-point turns, backing in the driveways. The best camera are these eyes, but more and more cars are equipped with 5-inch, 7-inch, 10-inch touchscreens that when you go into reverse, there's a backup camera that comes on. You still need to look out of your windows left, need to look out of your window over your shoulder. You can put your hand on the passenger seat and look over. You have to check your mirrors. These technologies do help us become a safer driver, but also they give us the opportunity to embrace new technologies. At the end of the day, it's the owner's responsibility. You need to know your systems that your car has. You need to be able to make good decisions with those systems, and you need to be able to use them to maximize your potential. I hope you learned something today about these new technologies that are impacting driver's ed. And I hope that you look at this and leave comments. If this brought you value, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you. Have a great day. Bye.